Have you ever looked around and felt like you missed something? Like everyone else got a divine checklist, and you didn't even get a pencil. You see people making moves, starting things, owning their voice, stepping into bold callings, and you're like, God, where's my cue? You keep showing up, in faith, in love, in surrender. But deep down, there's this ache, this unspoken wondering. Am I behind? Did I hear wrong? Am I the only one still trying to figure it out? You're not faithless. You're just tired of walking in circles, hoping the cloud of confusion lifts. You're not ungrateful. You're just hungry for direction, for peace, for that deep knowing that you're not missing it. If you've ever whispered, God, please just tell me what to do, then this moment, this video, this prayer is for you. Because maybe, just maybe, you're not lost. You're just being fathered, and the silence you feel might just be the sacred sound of God doing something deep. I remember sitting on my bed one evening, journaling out of exhaustion more than discipline. I wasn't looking for a revelation. I was just looking for relief. I'd prayed. I'd fasted. I'd obeyed. And still, the path felt blurry. I asked, Lord, what am I not doing right? And I didn't hear correction. I heard comfort. It wasn't a rebuke. It was a reminder. God said, you're not lost. You're just learning to walk by trust, not traffic lights. I'm not training you to read signs. I'm teaching you to know me. And that shifted everything. Because somewhere along the line, I had started chasing clarity more than Christ. I wanted blueprints more than presence. I was worshiping a feeling of certainty instead of resting in the person who is always sure. So now, I no longer equate peace with control. I no longer measure progress by visibility. I no longer need perfect conditions to trust a perfect God. And no, I don't always feel clear, but I am always carried. And maybe that's what this season is really about. Not where I'm going, but who I'm becoming in the process. And more importantly, who He's always been, even when I doubted the path. The truth is, clarity can't hold you when the storm comes. But Christ can. Clarity is helpful, but Christ is home. The gospel never promised I'd always feel in control. It promised I'd never be alone. It promised I'd be led, not by fear, but by a shepherd who laid down his life for me. John 10 verse 27 says, My sheep hear my voice. I know them, and they follow me. I love that it says, I know them before they follow. That means His leading doesn't start with our performance. It starts with relationship. It's not, figure it out, and I'll love you. It's, I love you, and I'll walk with you, even in the fog. Ephesians 2 verse 10 reminds me, we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared in advance. Before I ever stressed about tomorrow, grace already covered it. Before I ever asked, what if I miss it? God already secured it. And Philippians 1 verse 6 anchors me. He who began a good work in you will carry it to completion. He doesn't drop what He starts. He doesn't panic when we pause. He doesn't abandon when we stumble. So maybe the most spiritual thing I can do in seasons like this is rest. Rest in knowing I'm still in the story. I'm still His. And grace never runs out mid-process. So today, I speak over every voice of fear, every lie of delay, every anxiety wrapped in perfectionism. And I say, peace be still. You don't need to have it all figured out to be loved. You don't need the map to be led. You don't need the spotlight to be seen. You are not forgotten. You are not failing. You are not missing it. You are loved, entirely, covered, completely, chosen, continuously. So I speak it now, not as one trying to earn grace, but as one standing in it. I declare, I am not behind. I am becoming. I am not overlooked. I am hidden in Christ. I am not disqualified. I am sealed by the Spirit. I have peace, not panic. Purpose, not pressure. Confidence, not confusion. Christ lives in me. And that means clarity isn't my lifeline, He is. I may not see the whole path, but I know the shepherd. And that's enough. I release the burden to impress, the fear of falling behind, the addiction to timelines, and the idol of certainty. I walk in grace. I breathe in rest. I move by trust. I am emotionally grounded, spiritually led, mentally renewed. I let go of the panic and pick up perspective. I stop chasing seasons and start trusting Jesus. I stop waiting to feel ready and remember, I'm already called. And even when I don't feel bold, I'm still chosen. So no, I'm not missing it. I'm not too late. I'm not too slow. God is not in a rush. He's in me, and He's still writing the story. So I choose to rest. I choose to worship without answers. I choose to walk without worry. I choose Christ, not just on the mountain, but in the mundane. Not just when it's loud, but when it's quiet. Because even when I don't feel Him, I am still held. Even when I can't trace Him, I am still treasured. And even when I don't know what's next, grace already does. So if you've been carrying that silent anxiety, the one that says, I should be further, or I'm wasting time, or maybe I missed it, breathe. You're not late. You're not lost. You're not alone. You're just learning how to walk by grace, and not by guilt. So let's breathe together. Let's trust again. Let's rest in the truth that Christ is enough, and so are we in Him. If this reached your heart and reminded you that you are still in God's story, don't keep it to yourself. Tap like, drop a comment saying, I'm still in it, and share this with someone who needs a fresh breath of grace. And hey, if you haven't yet, subscribe for more content that helps you walk lighter, freer, and more rooted in who Christ already says you are. We're growing. Not by pressure, but by presence. One word at a time.